Hello everyone! So today we are going to talk about how to use Stable Diffusions in Photo Editor. This is a very cool open source photo editor called Krita. So you can go to their official website and download this installer and it will automatically detect your Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. And after install that, you can click this icon, open it, and it is like that. So in this tutorials, we are going to show how to integrate Stable Diffusions using ComfyUI with Krita photo editors. So you can do image generations on Krita and you can actually edit the photos in this photo editor eventually. They also support real-time alike photo drawing using LCM model, and which I will be covered that in another video. But first, we got to download this Crea AI Diffusions plugin from GitHub page, and we are going to install it step by step using their installation method here. I have ComfyUI already, and I am going to follow their instruction here. The good thing is that it's only required 6 GB VRAM. So first step, copy the link, and this is the folders directories that I unzip these files and then locating in this folder. So basically I unzip it or drag and drop these two files into this Krita puck in folders, and then you come back to Krita image editor. Go to settings and you see the resource and you navigate down the Python plugin manager. You will see the AI image diffusions plugin is already installed into here. So you click this checkbox, enable it, press OK, and then restart your Krita photo image editor. You will see the settings when you come back to configuration. You check one more time, make sure it's all set. Then you go to the Dockers, you will see the AI image generations checkbox right there. That means you have already successfully installed this. So we create a new empty image. Now we can enable this AI image generations. So when you enable this AI image generation, you will see it on right side panel. You will see this configurations button. You can connect your ComfyUI, or if you don't have ComfyUI, you can click the local server managed by Krita install everything for you. But since I have ComfyUI already, then I will just use my existing ComfyUI right here. When you see some custom nodes are missing, you are required to install that in your ComfyUI. By doing this, start your ComfyUI and then go to my ComfyUI manager. I have to search this tooling custom node that I have to install in order to connect with Krita image editor. Then we will click the install button in the config UI manager. It's that easy, simple. Just click the restart button and wait for the ComfyUI to restart. And once it's installed successfully, we can minimize this web UI and command prompt windows. And we just need to copy the IP address and the port numbers to Krita. As you can see, there are still some errors, and you can fix it one by one. Like in my case here, I need to locate the IP adapter models files into the folder path that they want me to locate it, because I know that I have the IP adapter models in my ComfyU, but my folder path for SD 1.5 and SDXL is different, so they have not recognized the model file. So I'm going to come back to my ComfyUI folder and locate the directory as the Krita show. So in here, the ComfyUI Adapter Plus I'm using, and there's models files, and back to Krita, click connect. And then you see this connected successfully. So after connected, you see the AI image generation tab is right here. I like to put the tab on top section. You can start typing some simple prompts and like a beautiful castle, and let's click generate and see what happened. This is a very basic setup for this integration. It's alternative of using Stable Diffusion and ComfyUI. With the image editor, you can further enhance some detail of an image. Now, we don't need to use ComfyUI web browsers. We just need to open up the command prompts here to let the back-end ComfyUI running. And as you can see, it does load the models and the sampling steps here. So right here we have the castle photos created for us, and we can lower down the strength in this editor settings. And there are some settings you can click over. You can see Stable Diffusion features like ControlNet, Open Pose, Upscaler, you can play around with. And later, I will try this ControlNet Open Pose. Let's generate one more time. I'm using the 80% strength and it creates something different. And you can check the settings in here. It's called the Style Present settings. You can add LoRa or choose a specific checkpoint models that you want to work with. And in my example, I'm going to use realistic visions to create image, and you can also add some LoRa models in here. So like here I have some detailer styler, and I'm going to use audio detail LoRa model, and I'm setting the strength as 60% and looks everything is okay. When we are finished our settings here, okay, everything looks good. It detects my display card here, so yeah, everything is fine. Then I will click OK to change the settings, and then let's check again. Beautiful castle and landscape. And then right in this drop-down menu, you can click where the generate image are locating in your layer, your photos file layer. And then I click generate and wait for the result here. So scroll down a little bit, you can see the new result already here. And there's a few result that I just clicked previously. And well, it's not very high details, but then we can, based on this image, to enhance and doing more upscaling and further detailer enhancement with that. So yeah, this is how we can use Stable Diffusions, ComfyUI with Krita, image editor, and here's few more castle image that I generate, just want to play around with. And as you can see, this looks pretty cool. Now, we are going to play around with the ControlNet open pose. So we can generate some character pose specified by us that we can using the ControlNet open pose right here. We can click this button, and then we have chosen the pose icon and select the image layer. Well, I should be creating a new layer for this, the vector layer. So let's create a vector layer on the layer sections, and then we can choosing the vector layer to add open pose skeleton on the screen. So on the screen here, we can drag and drop the open pose skeleton, and we can move around the joints to make some pose that we want to do. Like this one, I'm making like a character sitting down on something. And then I can move the hands up a little bit, just like waving, say hi to people. All right, let's click generate and see. Okay, so there's some new image. It looks a little bit dark, but yeah, the character have followed the open pose about 80% here. Well, I have to define the backgrounds and the environment hopefully looks better a little bit. So let's try another generation with defining the light on the backgrounds and let's see. Okay, obviously they have a light on the background, but then I want the character in places that is going to be like a full picture. Right. Let me reset set. The skeleton again looks more elegant, and then we can try again and define more things in the text prompt. Let's say sunny day. Oh yeah. By the way, I forgot to add some Laura's models in here. I should do that early. I should do add details and add a flower fashions clothing for this one. And then I put a little bit higher for sampling steps. And here is the result. But the face is kind of awkward. We can fine tune that later. So let's move the pose again on the vector layer. And like a person sitting or bending down in a garden. And add ultra realistic some more text prompt cooking it. Okay, let's enhance the character's face and also add some details on it. Okay, the face still looks a little weird. And let's see if we can change the sampling method here to DPM plus plus S2. And let's see, that will be something a little better. Yup, there you go. Okay, Something better than before, and this is also the first time I tried with this photo editor. And I'm still exploring this new stuff. And you can also upscale the image right on top of the drop-down menu. And then I select the ultra sharp upscaler. And after that, we have a new generate upscaler image. And here's the result. Well, looks better. Actually, the upscaler also do a refiner feature as the checkbox enabled by default here. So the face and everything. It looks more better, improve the image quality. Yes, so try it out, guys. That is the Krita image editor with Stable Diffusion ComfyUI. It's open source, totally free. We can use that with Stable Diffusions. So let's see, let me explore the LCM real-time drawing on another video. For Stable Diffusion AI images with image editor, it can be level of enhancement for images. So have fun, guys, and I will see you guys in the next videos. Have a nice day. See ya.